Okay. Okay. So once again, welcome guys to the Maiden Heaven talk about couples today. Okay. So as I was saying, let's start not from the very beginning, but let's start from the time when I came on this planet Earth, when I was born. Okay. So why is it important? Because this is the time I start developing my belief systems. Okay. And I look at my parents and understanding and looking at how they behave with each other. Okay. I also start recording in my head how I should be behaving with my partner when I grow up. And even that, whether I would like to get married, whether I would love to have a partner or I would not love to have a partner. Okay. So that is the reason you will see or must have experienced a lot of people. What happens is they are reaching the age of getting married and they are saying, oh, we are trying very hard, we are trying very hard to get married, but something or the other happens. Why does this happen? Because in my belief system, I have a thing that marriages don't work. My parents' marriage was like a nightmare for me. As a child, I could see them discussing, fighting, having a bad marriage. So inside, I have those things developed. So when it comes for me to get married, something or the other automatically happens. Okay, naturally or unnaturally happens. One of us rejects the other person. Okay, and this pattern will keep on repeating until unless I find a solution for that. Okay, number one. Number two, whatever patterns I see in my parents' life as a couple, I take it for granted that this is what is going to happen to me when I get married. Okay, for example, I always used to get up and see my mom serving tea to my father. Okay, my mom gets up, makes tea for my father in the bed. She gives him everything when he's walking out. Okay, here is your wallet, here is your handkerchief, here is your tie, this, that, everything. Your umbrella, if it is raining, everything is given. Okay, tiffin, food, whatever. Okay, and he smiles and she says, okay, I'm going. Then he comes in the evening and again the same thing starts. Okay, now I have recorded this in my head. Now imagine with both of you working, do you expect your wife to give you all those privileges in the morning and go for her 9 to 5 job also? And when she comes back, okay, traveling 1.5 hours. Okay, let's first take the case of people who are traveling and not working from home. Okay, so she comes back home and she's doing all the things. I don't think so. I don't think so anybody should expect that in today's date from the wife. Okay, when she's equally the breadwinner of the family. Okay, but in my belief system, this is it. So this starts to irritate me. This is actually will start to irritate me. Let's take the case of people who are living together and working together. Okay, couples who are working from home. Lot of us are nowadays working from home. So the same thing, what will happen is I'm expecting a different point of view. I have a different lifestyle which I have seen while growing up, and now it's suddenly a different lifestyle. The whole day I'm sitting, my husband is not only going out of the house. Okay, he's like a snake, he's sitting on my head. I can't do anything. I can't even call my friend and chit chat. No, I can't even say a few bad words about my mother-in-law because the whole day he's sitting next to me. Okay, so where do I take out this frustration? Then I take out this frustration in the night on him only. And the husband says, I don't know what happened to her. Okay, whole day I'm at home, I'm working, I'm spending time with her, but suddenly I don't know what happens because she's holding everything inside. She didn't have the time to tell anybody that, look, my mother-in-law treats me like shit, you know, and I gave it to her this time. So where is the communication? There is no communication for them. Okay, so see, these are small belief systems I'm making all the time. I'm recording all the time when I'm growing up. Okay, and suddenly I come to the age between 24 to 30, and my parents say either find a boy, fall in love, or girl, fall in love, or boy to boy or girl to girl, whatever it is nowadays. Okay, get married, get settled. Now, I have all my life, I have seen two inexperienced people trying to run an institution of marriage. They also don't know what is happening. Why? Because everybody is copying everybody. There, one day the wife comes in and says, "Look, the neighbor's family or our friends take vacation twice, and where we go, we only go to your parents and to your village. When will we go for vacation?" Then suddenly the man realizes, "Oh yes, I have to go for vacation also. Okay, I have to do this also. I have to do that also." Okay, so what we are doing is, nobody's got or nobody's had the time to read the Bible of marriage, but everybody wants to jump into it. And when they jump into it, they say it's not working for us. There is something wrong. And something wrong is where I am never wrong. Of course, the other partner is doing something wrong. Yes, because you are the one who fell in love with me. You are the one who said you are the most handsome, most beautiful person in my life. Let's spend the life together. I was happy single. And this goes from the books of both of them, whether it's a girl or a boy. Okay. Somewhere you told me, let's get married, and I got married, and look what's happening. You don't know nothing about it now. Because I have learned from two people who also didn't know nothing about it. Okay. So when I'm learning from them, even I don't know where am I heading or where am I going. Correct? So what do we do about this? What is the basic thing? What is missing? What we heard in long time old couples, grandparents, and nowadays, or even on Instagram, you see there are posts on Facebook, Instagram of people who are married for 60 years, 70 years, and people are asking, what is the secret of your getting married and being happy about it? Correct? And how suddenly we are not able to figure out what is happening around us. We guys are all the time disturbed and unhappy in our marriage. Okay, so let me tell you a very basic thing about the marriage. Okay, this thing I learned long time back, but it took me years of practice to understand. Okay, and that is that two of the worst enemies in the past life decide to become husband and wife in the present life. Okay, two of the worst enemies in the past life decide to become husband and wife in the present life. That is why there is no couple who don't fight. But why does that happen? Why will I choose my worst enemy to be my husband or my wife, my better half in this life? Is because that enemy made me bring out the best in me. Every time if I wanted to win that enemy, I used to perform the very best. Whether it was fighting or doing anything, that enemy of mine was the best competition I had. And he made me perform 110% or give my 100% to anything I used to do. Okay, so I chose him. Mate, come into my life this time. Okay, come into my life and make bring out the best in me. That is why the first day you guys decide to stay together. Okay, the men usually understand that I should not be leaving the wet towels on the bed. Okay, because before that the mother used to come and pick it up. Now the wife says, "Hey mister, what are you doing?" Okay, so on and so forth. So for every small thing you start learning like a novice. It seems that life has just started after marriage or after living in together, and there is so much for me to learn. Okay, so what is the second step? What happens? The only, like I told you, I mean, this thing I understood, I came to know long time back, but it took me time to understand this. Why? Because as a person, whether it's a man or a woman in today's life, both of us are being taught to be independent thinkers. Okay, firm believers in ourselves, we have our principles, we have our way of life, we have our disciplines, and then suddenly somebody else comes into my life whom I think I love, but then she or he is starting to instruct me how to go about my life. And I'm saying to them, look, 30 years I've been a successful man and everything, and here you are the one who's trying to tell me what to do now. Okay, so it takes a lot of practice to rewind and think that the person in my bed next to me is not my competition, but we are in the same team, which we always forget. Which we always forget. We only try to tell the other person, don't look at my scorecard, just understand that I am a winner. Okay, please understand this. We always try to hide our scorecard and tell the other person, I am winning. And the other person is telling me, my better half is telling me, look, I am not seeing the results and I don't think so you are winning. But I say, no, 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 no. You don't understand. I am winning. Why? Because when I was, again, I bring that same point. I learned about marriage. I learned about marriage and people living together from two people who also were in front of me when I was growing, when I was developing my belief system. Even they were trying to figure out what is marriage all about. Okay, even they were trying to figure out what is marriage all about. And they were living according to their karmas, their contracts, or their plan of life. Okay, whatever you call it. And here I am trying to copy them, or I try to, at times I will try to see, oh, the girl will see this person acts exactly like my father. My father was also like him, and I used to hate him. So this guy I married, he suddenly started looking like my father. He's again come in front of me the same way. Okay, but actually it does not happen like this, because you're two different people. You're not your mother, and your husband is not your father. They might have some similarities. Okay, they might have some similarities, but it is not actually the truth. Okay, it's just the way I look at it. Okay, the way I look at it. Okay. So I'm learning from two people who themselves don't know about marriage, and I reach here and I am into a different world together. I'm completely in a different world together. Here, what happens is, earlier on, my mother used to wait the whole day thinking, oh, when the father is going to come home after 8 or 10 hours, I'm going to give him a good one, because in the morning he did this. Okay, in the morning he left the tap on, let's say, for example, and went away, or he didn't finish his tea. So 8 hours waiting, all the anger goes down. And then when she sees, oh, this man is coming home tired and everything, he says, okay, forget it. Now what happens is, you don't have to wait for even 8 seconds. You just pick up the phone and you send a voice note on the WhatsApp. You screwed my day, I screw yours. Not thinking, sorry to use that word, not thinking that it is not that I am screwing or making bad the other person's day. It is my day also getting screwed. Okay. See, it's like all of us are like from Indian origin, so we know about Diwali. Yes. So I fire a cracker, I only hear the sound also, know of that. Okay. So it's like this in relationship also, it's like this. Okay. If I try to trouble someone, that too, especially my partner, then even I will be getting troubled. Okay. So that is why I said, we, please understand, we are both in the same team. We are both in the same team. And if I am doing something, giving you a piece of my mind, then imagine even my day is going to get very bad. I am losing my peace of mind also. But we do not realize that we are ready to push ourselves to the limit. We are ready to push ourselves to the limit. Okay. And we see this happening again and again and again. But we don't want to understand that. Those couple of hours, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, depending on each couple's individual capacity, or maybe a week, okay, we let the love out of the window. Okay, we are saying, yes, love, okay, I do love you, okay, forget that, tell me about this first. Okay, how could you say that? Or why you didn't stand up? Because your mother was saying like this for me, right? So tell me one thing, how many of you, whoever is married over here, when you were doing the 7 fairas or 4 fairas or whatever ritual you were doing, okay, did you do just that with the boy, or the whole family was behind them? Only with the boy, no? I think so, it's only with the boy, right? Then when it comes to anything, why is the whole family being drawn in either side? Okay, or when you were planning to elope or run away or get married, or you were just uh, hiding your relationship from your parents and everything, right? When you were telling it's my right decision, when your parents were advising, think twice, do you think this is the right girl for you? And I was saying, you don't understand, but I love her. Okay, but then suddenly after marriage, the whole family is involved, the whole family tree is there. Anybody says anything, I am hurt. Why? From where does this come? From where does this suddenly appear? Because when we stepped out from home to get married, or when we decided to get married, we were the dream team. Okay, na? And suddenly when there is audience, we are listening to the audience. We start listening to the audience. So why does this happen? Where does the love go? Where does the love disappear during that time? Why is it that these people or their thing becomes more important? Okay, or why do I let them get in between our relationship? Where is the gap? You know, these two hands are stuck together, not even air can pass by this, but I let these things bring us apart. So three things ruin, no, let me use a better word, three things screw up my relationship. What are those three things? He said, she said, and they did. Always remember this. For this, we will have worse fights than Mahabharata in our house. And we are so creative, we can use whatever is in the kitchen as the shastras of Arjuna. Okay. And everybody, whoever understands or has no knowledge about the Indian Mahabharata, everybody becomes the best student of Dronacharya. You know, we don't even miss. Okay. So three things: he said, she said, and they did. And we always remember that. We always remember that. Because if I got one rose less on my this birthday, then I will say you did not give me that also, and you did not bring me that also, and you this also didn't, you didn't do this also. Correct? So please, whenever there is a situation, be aware. Okay? cut out the things of he said, she said, they did. Why? Because we are in the same team. If I need to grow, okay, I'll tell you a very big secret. Okay, so most of you will start paying a lot of attention and lot of living lot of consciously, uh, bring a lot of consciousness in your married life. Okay, so the secret is, anybody and everybody who wants to be successful, rich, and having a luxurious life, okay, okay, has to have peace, harmony, and love in their house. Okay, these three things are most important: peace, harmony, and love. When peace, harmony, and love is there, abundance is attracted. Okay, and there is no secret formula, neither me neither anybody can give you that, okay, you do this, or you chant this mantra 108 times, or you go and give donate gold to the poor, and your wife or your husband is not going to complain. Okay, that is never going to happen. Okay, but how do I take it? That is what matters. Okay, how do I take it? How do I resolve it? How fast do I resolve it? That is what matters. Okay, so please, on the entrance or wherever is visible in your house, people who are married or are looking, so you always write dream team. I am the dream team with my couple. Okay, there can be no one better than us. And what happens in dream team, all those who are living in the US and who've seen baseball, yeah, baseball matches. So you've seen how they signal where to hit the ball, where to throw the ball, yeah, without saying anything. That should be the way of communication. That should be the power of communication between the two of you. Okay, there is a very good thing I tell about people. It is not how you say, it is not, sorry, it is not what you say, but how you say that matters. Similarly, it is not what you hear, but what you understand that matters. Lot of times my partner will be angry, agitated. Especially this goes for the men in the group, which are very less. Okay, men in the group, please understand. So woman has lot of seasons. In 1 month, she has lot of seasons, highs and lows and everything. Okay, and that is what attracts the male part of you to the woman. Okay, please understand. It is like what we call in the general language, no, chemistry. Yeah, I mean, chemistry is very good between the two of us. What is that chemistry? What is that chemical part? That chemical part is that woman having her highs and lows, to which the male gender is attracted. Okay, so that is post periods, periods, after the periods, full moon, new moon. Okay, so roughly half the month gone. Okay, so you have to understand, when a woman is raising the voice or lowering her voice, or what is, it is not what she's trying to say, but read between the lines, what is she trying to communicate. Okay, so I'll give you a small example. Okay, so long time back, stone age, why the men used to go hunting, why the men were hunters. Okay, because women were more intelligent and sharper to take care of 3 4 5 kids, cook for them, give them clothes, whatever, everything that they needed for shelter. Okay, men could only hide behind bushes, try to kill one animal, dumb animal, and that too they used to sometimes fail. Okay, that too they used to sometimes fail. Then women used to say, okay, go pluck some plant or something, we'll make something out of it, don't worry, tomorrow is another day. Okay, until unless they developed guns and machines and everything. Okay, so women are emotionally vibrating at a higher level, please understand that. Okay, and that higher level men are still trying to discover. Okay, so just understand this very simple law. It is not what or how she's saying, but why she's saying that. Okay, very important. Okay, and why is this thing very important? So please understand, even in our Vedic knowledge, it is told every time the gods really messed up. Okay, especially Lord Vishnu, he used to sleep and he used to create demons like crazy. Some of them came out from the dirt in his ear also. Okay, so anything he used to do, or Shiva, anything he used to do, he used to say, "Oh my God, what did I did? I gave this vardhan to that person. Now I don't know how to finish him off." So they used to go to Shakti, the Durga, the women's side of it. Please help us from this. Okay, and only she could resolve it. Now, why am I telling you all this? Is because in my relationship, my power, okay, and in a human being as a male or a female, in both, we know that we are in both our genders, this feminine and masculine energies. So the woman is the Shakti. Treat her like that. Okay, she has to be treated like that. She has to be treated like the power with a lot of care and tenderness. Okay, and the Shakti also should not misuse of her Shakti. Okay, the one who is your firm believer, the one who is praying to you, you should not punish him all the time. Okay, have little bit of, sympathy towards him. Okay, so if you are the Shakti, that doesn't give you the power to punish your disciple all the time. Okay, you should be kind also. You should ask him also, what do you want? I'm happy with you today. Come, ask a boon. What do you want? No, sometimes this should also happen. But for that, you have to be a good disciple of the Shakti. Okay, one of my favorite things to tell people is, uh, that if I want to be treated like a king, I need to treat my wife like a queen. Okay, and it's a very difficult job. It's a very difficult job. It is not very easy. It comes with years of practice and experience. Okay, but it is very simple practice. See, I don't think so anybody who's come here on this talk wants to be a loser, because everybody who comes uh, to these talks or wants to better himself always wants to come out as a winner. Okay, when they want to come out of as a winner, so please understand the rule of the dream team. I am the dream team. Okay, whether it's his parents or my parents, okay, they shouldn't pass through this. They shouldn't pass through this. If as a boy my parents say something to my wife, that is indirectly an insult towards me as well. Why? Because she is my choice. If you're disrespecting my better half, you're disrespecting my choice and my being, and most important, my family. Okay, now I'll tell you the real truth, why it is so important to understand, maintain a good relationship, and why is it so important to learn about uh, how to take care and go for your have a good married life. So please make it a point that after getting married, which is a big commitment, no, in all our mantras and everything, they say, okay, you're committed, and we say yes, yes, we are done, we are done, without understanding anything. We sign the dotted line also. We do exchange of mala 1 and 2, and that's it. Yeah, we say, okay, yeah, very nice sari, very good photo shoot, everything done, let's go home. People will complain about the dinner, but that's normal. Okay, then what happens is we come and we start normal. Okay, like I said, what I've learned from my parents, I expect my wife to do the same. Okay, mostly normally this thing only happens, but we are forgetting one very big thing, that now after marriage, We are the CEO and directors of a company which will be responsible for my next 7 generations. How I treat my better half, how I bring up my kids, what I save, spend, earn for their future is going to reflect on the next 7 generations. Okay. So if I am not having peace and abundance in my house, there will be no money coming in. When my kids are ready for university, I'll say, sorry, mate, I can't do that. Get your own loans, do what you want. Okay. So please, before signing the dotted line, okay, or before exchanging that mala and before going for that photo shoot, please understand this. It's a huge responsibility, because once I am with someone, I am going to create generations. I am going to be an ancestor. Okay. And I am going to be responsible for the 7 generations of mine. Okay. Which is very, very, very important. So how I behave with my partner, how we create our future, how we create our multinational, okay, how we create a Fortune 500 company is very important. Do you think that people who are working over here, that your director and CEO are sitting in the room and just shouting at each other, pulling hair or throwing a cup or mug or whatever extent they are going to? Okay. They don't do like that. They say, let's get on a call and let's sort out this issue. Okay. And very good managers, what they do is they find somebody outside both of them. Okay. They will say, you and me are partner, let's find the next person. Okay. Okay, this is your uncle said like this. Okay. So let's see some head rolling. We stop communication with him. They will not say, oh, your uncle said, no, no, your aunt also said like this. Oh, no, 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 now you're a bad person. I'm not going to talk to you. For 3 days, I'm not going to talk to you. No, they say, okay, let's see head rolling outside the two of us, not head rolling of the two of us. And in the marriage, what we see, no, we enjoy seeing, okay, I pushed you down. Not understanding that the person I'm pushing down is the person I chose to get married to. Is the person I will say after 3 days, okay, let's make love in the bed. But right now I'm ready to push him down to the limits, to the corner, till the time he begs or she begs or whatever. So why wait for so much time? Why stress yourself? Okay, why stress yourself? See, I remember one thing, when it was the time of my grandparents, no, she never visited a beauty parlor. Okay, my grandfather used to never go to a gym. When he died, he was quite a healthy man. He used to uh, there was never a single day I didn't see him having his whiskey, okay, drinking his whiskey and smoking. There was never a single day that I saw my grandmother going to a beauty parlor or anything. Both healthy people, very nice, very beautiful. Okay. I even proposed to my grandmother. She was so beautiful. Okay. So the only thing was they were very happy in playing their roles. They were not as knowledgeable as you people are. Okay. But they were just basic understanding that we are both in the same team. No matter what everybody else is doing around, you and me are together. This is our family. We have to do everything for them. Okay. And they went through the Hindustan Pakistan partition. They were up and then came down, and they were up again financially and economically. Everything they sorted out. Okay. No whey proteins, no nothing, no for proteins health issues, nothing at all. Okay. So how is this possible? The only way it was possible was the peace of mind at home they used to get. Okay, the peace of mind at home they used to get. Why? Because both of them were acting responsibly. Okay, he used to not drink a whole bottle the whole day. Okay, he used to not drink the whole bottle the whole day, but he used to say in the evening, I want my 1 or 2 pegs, that's about it. Okay, and he used to never ever forget about saying 2 good words about whatever she's made. Okay, when it used to come to food, very demanding fellow, but very appreciative as well. Very appreciative. He used to go for a walk, he will suddenly come down, bring that flower thing you put in the hair, no? The white flower thing. He used to suddenly bring that for her. Okay, so it was very, very good, beautiful understanding. Why? Because they knew of all the experiences they went through, that there is nobody else except you and me together in this fight, in this war, or in this uh, big empire we are going to set up. Okay, it's just the two of us. And yes, they did not let anybody else around them come in between them. So they were thick. They were thick. So exactly the same manner, everything. Now see, okay, let's come to today's date. What happens is, now things are getting more faster. Like I said, I don't have to wait 8 to 10 years to tell my husband what mistake he did before going. I just send him a WhatsApp, right? So things are moving more faster, emotions are moving more faster, and we are not trained, because we are the first generation with the mobiles. Okay, please understand this. We are the first generation with the mobiles. We are not the second generation. So we're the first generation. So it takes us a lot of time to understand what is happening. No, right now, so I said goodbye and I went nicely, leaving my wife. She was smiling when she went, and suddenly what happened? Why is she shouting? Okay, we don't know how to handle those things. Okay, so let's make some simple rules in our life. Let's observe outside what happens. Let's bring in the corporate in our life, because what has happened is now both of us are working. So we have less time and we need to do more. Okay, so let's keep special timings for discussions of finances, other developments, things like that. Not that, okay, before sleeping, how much you spend now? Oh, your credit card bill came. No, no, no. We have to set rules. What are we going to discuss in the bedroom? What are we going to discuss outside the bedroom? How are we going to do and talk about it? Okay, so let's take a few pointers. Okay, so make rule number 1: nothing of finances, career, okay, expenses I'm going to discuss in my bed. Okay, bedroom is for us being together. That's about it. Okay. And because I'm trained to the corporate environment, whenever I have an issue to resolve, let's sit with a table chair across each other and then talk about it. Okay, make sure you don't have any sharp objects around you. Okay. Sincerely, so see, when we sit like that, so because for everything we are, our body and mind is trained for a posture. Okay, when the father shouts, the son is standing, his head will go down. Yes. Okay, why did you do that? The head goes down. Inside all the answers are, but he's not able to bring it out. Okay, he just listens and says yes, 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 dad, yes, appa, yes, father. Okay, and goes away. Okay, so similarly, whatever I'm going to discuss, finances and everything, we'll sit down and talk. And it will be very wonderful if you keep a few days for that. Okay, like Tuesday and Thursday. Okay, we'll do a meeting where we discuss about what are we going to do, what is investments happening, what is it. So because it's a big thing, you can't miss out. Years and months go by like this. Okay, so make days, okay, at least once in a month, once in 15 days, whenever you want to talk about our finances, this is the day and time we are going to sit and talk about it. Mark in your calendars. If you are away in town, okay, let's do a Zoom meet, we are going to talk about this only. Not that he comes and say, oh, you're looking so beautiful, you know, this and that, and I bought this for you. Why? Because I overspent on my credit card. Nothing doing like that. Okay, we're talking serious business. Okay, because understand, i am the I am the CEO and director of this company, which is responsible for the next 7 generations. Okay. The other thing, very much what we have forgotten about. Okay. We find it very romantic when we see in movies people writing love letters, writing notes to each other. Okay. But what we do is take the best use of emojis. Okay. Like that only. Send emojis. That's about it. Okay. So please take a pen and paper and start writing. Why is it important is, see, when people come for the Manisha's class for financial creation and money and this and that, no, so she says, okay, take a pen and paper, write what you want. Everybody does da, 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 da. Okay, everybody, because everybody wants money, but when everybody wants a relationship, they say, I've not written anything, I've not done anything. Alright, this is the love which will get you everything, my friend. So take a paper and pen and express yourself on it. Okay, express yourself. Why? Because these two veins are connected with your brain. That is why when you write for creation or for anything else, it goes inside your head. Okay, it goes inside. Whoever has done numerology with Manisha, so they say write your name 21 times, so the new name gets into your head. Simple science. Okay, so write love notes, love letters to each other, please. It helps a lot. Okay, it will bring the true sense in the relationship. Okay, and even after marriage, please have date nights together. Okay, take each other out. Each other out means each other out. Don't say when the bill comes, okay, you pay your half, I pay my half. I've seen this happening a lot of times in the new couples nowadays, because they don't know what to do after getting married, because they're so used to living independently, they don't know what to do. Who's going to share what? Okay, so it's like that. Maybe have name on toilet rolls also. This is yours and this is mine. So anything is possible, but please don't do like that. Okay, everyone should have like multiple accounts, one joint account for saving, one joint account for running the house expense. Okay, and then they can have one joint for account for traveling and everything. Do all the accounts, but always keep one account each individually for yourself. Okay, whereas it is my money. Okay, and whenever you are supposed to buy gifts for each other, buy from that money, not from joint account card you swipe. Okay, so please take each other out. And when I say each other out, that does not mean the husband keeps waiting and the wife never invites. Okay, because understand this, men do not show, but puppy love is all about men only. Okay, they like everything, but they don't express it because they're used to it. They're seen, no, their father never expressed, their mother never expressed, oh sorry, the father never expressed, the men in their family don't express. So that is what even I have learned. Okay, how many Indian fathers, when they see their child, they will say, come give me a hug and give me a kiss and I'm happy. The daughter gives to the mother. Okay, but the son will just touch the feet and that's it. Ah, okay, you're good, yeah, okay, you're looking very thin, wife is not giving you food. That's the only conversation they'll have. Okay, so that's why they are always wanting that emotional thing. So women should also invite their men for date nights, for special nights, for something surprising. Okay, and be open to receiving. I've seen a lot of men which are closed in the relationship. I don't like to eat Chinese food, so I'll now go to Chinese food. Why did you invite me to Chinese food? You try, you've had one experience, bad experience, where instead of chicken, they gave you cat food, cat meat. But that doesn't mean every Chinese is like that. Okay. So be open to experimenting for everything. Be open to experimenting. Okay. One more topic I'll touch quickly is be very communicative in bed. Okay. Be very communicative in bed. It is so important part of life. Okay. Which nobody talks about it. So I will give you a very small example. Okay. So this is where, imagine, this is where I am creating my future generations. Okay. And this is where I am too shy about finding out what makes her happy. When I take her out, when I'm taking her out, so I'll ask her, oh, where you want to eat? Okay. I'll take you to the finest Italian restaurant. That doesn't make her happy, man. It makes her happy in the bed where you're not spending money, but you understand each other. That is the most important thing. So communication not outside the bed is most important. Communication inside the bed is the most important thing. What she understands, what she likes, of course, what he likes and what he understands also. That is the most important communication. If you have a good communication there, rest everything will flow smoothly. Okay. During the orgasm, the energy which is created, can light like half a township. So you can imagine the power of that. Okay, so please have good communication there. Don't need to look serious. Everybody does that. Okay. Okay. So have good communication. Communication. What is communication? Communication is not thinking from here and talking. Even if you don't like the color of her sari or how she dresses, and you're just saying, yeah, yeah, you look nice, you look nice. Because she will know that you are not liking it, you're just saying it. Okay, so communicate from the heart. And the listener should take it from the heart, not from here. Take it from the heart. Because he is not going to make me go like a cartoon. He is going to make me go look the best in the town. So if he's saying, I am not liking what you're wearing, because he's seen me better dressed, he's not criticizing me, he's guiding, he's trying to tell me, mate, you have looked better, what are you doing? But what happens is, no, you always say like that, you never like what I wear. So understand, we are in the same team. Like you wouldn't want him to dress up like a cartoon and go, same way he will also want me to be dressed, because he will also like to be there with a queen if I am going to go out with a king. Okay, so it's a simple sentence, but makes a hell out of a difference in thinking consciously. Okay, I wanted to do a meditation, but we will not have time for that. So let me tell you one more thing. Okay, so if you take these few steps, love will not fly out of the window. Okay, and your future will be great with your partner. Your future is going to be fantastic with your partner. Please understand this. If this rule of nobody can come in between the two of us. Okay, so give them 100% confidence. When you give 100% confidence, you win 100% confidence of the other person also. Okay, make it a rule. Just like, you know, people say good morning, good night, good evening and everything, or hello, whatever. So make it a point, at least minimum give 2 to 3 compliments to your partner every day. Okay, because what happens is, to put the other person down, it is very easy for me, but just go back Close your eyes for a second and go back and ask yourself how many times I've told him, oh yeah, you're looking good. Or you've come back from the gym, you're looking very nice. Or this dress suits you. Unless you're going out together is a different story altogether, or trying some clothes. But how many times you give the other person compliment? And then how do you expect the other person giving you compliments? If you're not talking good to each other, if I'm not talking good to my partner, I should not expect my partner to be talking good to me. Correct? If I'm only putting black pepper in the jar, that will only come out. No, it'll sugar, it will not come out. No. And if you want to walk with that person, with that man who when walks in the outside in public looks like, so we say, oh yeah, he looks like a lion, he looks like so handsome, so fantastic, look at his walk, look at his confidence. That confidence come from the person who loves, who he is living 24 hours with that person. If she doesn't show that confidence, what will he do when he steps outside? He will be a very non-confident guy in front of everybody. So that confidence comes because see, tomorrow, I don't think so there are more mothers or any mothers over here, but when the child is there, no, so even if it is doing the worst for himself, the mother always says, oh look, my kid came 8th, you were the best runner. From where 8th best runner? No, because the other kids were so big and they are all non-vegetarian. My is vegetarian, vegan child, he came 8th, very good. In the vegans he came first. Yeah. But when it comes to husband, you are always like that. Look, you cannot even find a good parking place. Okay, you're always going round and round. And look, that man is so lucky. So give that confidence. Why? Because if he shines, it reflects on me. And is this not what I want? Do I not want the best partner in the world? Do I not want to live with the best man or the best woman in this world? Or I just want to say it once in maybe 20 years. Oh yeah, we've had very good marriage and I couldn't have anybody better than this. The way she criticized me and so I still survived. I think so. I'm like Iron Man now. No, mate. Give her the best. Give her the best that you receive the best. See, in a relationship, no, very beautiful thing. Okay. So, what is a relationship? What do you guys understand out of a relationship? Okay, so I'll give you a very nice example. So, a relationship is such where my partner is the soil which helps me to grow into a beautiful plant where I give beautiful flowers or fruits or whatever. Okay. So always remember, if I want to be that beautiful plant, I also have to be the beautiful soil. Okay. So without the plant, the soil is useless. And without the soil, the plant is useless. So we are both in this together. We are both in this together. It is not that I am sleeping with the enemy. The enemies are all outside. Okay. It's when I start listening to them, then I start deviating from the topic all the time. Okay. Okay, so one or two quick questions I can take because we've passed the time. In India, it's very late for people also. If anybody has one or two quick questions, please write. All right. So, okay. So let's just revise one time. Okay. from all the things we've got. Okay, so I will always communicate, write letters to each other, notes, whatever, write. Okay, make time for date nights. Even if you're living together in a one bedroom hall, go out. And go out in the senses, go out. Okay, like, okay, she's gone somewhere, you can, okay, let's meet up here for a coffee, tea, whatever. Go out, make each other feel important. Minimum 3 compliments to each other every day. Minimum 3 compliments. Okay, and okay, one very good thing I made somebody do who's in this group also. Okay, which is very important. It works wonderfully. So now what happens is, because husband wife are both earning, both of them are earning, and they grow into the sense of independence starts to come. So a lot of times women stop receiving from the men. Okay, because it's quite normal nowadays. Sometimes woman is earning more than the man or whatever. No, so it is quite normal nowadays. So I told them, I told the women to please ask the man to give you $5 or $10 or whatever amount, no, XYZ amount every day. Okay, and she could spend a lot whatever she wants. Okay, and a lot of things changed in their dynamics, because according to family constellation, the man is the giver and the woman is the receiver. So when this thing started happening, she also became a bit more open to receiving, and he also became a bit more open to giving. Okay, so this is something which is happening nowadays, because both of us are working together and everything, and there's a lot of financial independence on both the side. So try this works very wonderfully well. Yes, of course, there was a bit of a change, so that men don't say, okay, only I am giving and I'm not receiving. So after some time it was said, okay, you have to spend some amount of percentage, give it back to the man. No, okay, give it back as a thanks to the man. Okay, not the money, but buy something, and the woman should spend it on whatever XYZ thing they like. Okay, whatever XYZ thing they like, so they should do it. So it's going to be fantastic. Okay, and always understand, we are in the same team. We are in the same team. Okay, so we have to, and because we are the director and the CEOs, we have to make sure that we follow these rules. Respect for each other, do not cross physical boundaries, respect for each other. Okay, physical boundaries only crossed in the bed, not outside the bed, please. Okay, and 3 things: he said, she said, they did. So whenever this thing is coming up, understand from where it is coming. And men, please understand the 4 seasons of the women: full moon, new moon, before periods, after periods. So they have these 5 seasons. So where is it coming from? Otherwise, by the time you decide, your all hair will be gray and you will be half bald, and then you will say, oh yeah, it's a normal nature, she doesn't mean anything bad. She's like this. When the time I got married, I've still not been able to understand. Okay, so understand these facts, so you will enjoy, you will be with her. Okay. Women automatically, from the time of their birth, have a gene which is called a sense of authority, which I accept when I'm a child. I love, because that seems like my mother is very caring to me. She always, whatever I tell her, but she's still very caring towards me. But when it comes from the wife, she's always nagging. She's always nagging. She's always criticizing me. Okay, that authority I don't want. Okay, but understand that authority of your mother made you what you are today. So if you listen to the authority of your better half today, Imagine what your future generations are going to be. Okay, I hope I've not taken too much of women's side, but okay. So, and please, I see a lot of I'll see a lot of this fact going around, no? So in the corporate world, no, you will see, oh, everybody's got a coach, everybody's taking coaching. Whenever I have a coach, I have to go this, I have to talk this, and companies are providing with coaches and everything, no? But when it comes to anything going wrong in my personal life, I don't want to talk about it. I know everything, I've seen everything, I don't want to talk about it. So please be open to it. Please be open to approaching somebody who can help you and guide you. Okay, because like I said, it's a big thing, huh? It's a big you are the co-founders of a startup. So do not take your relationship lightly, do not take your finances lightly, do not take the happiness quotient of your house lightly. If you are not satisfied at home, forget about being satisfied at work. Okay, that will very soon start reflecting in your work. People say, no, I'm not happy at home, so I put all my attention to work, and that is how I know. That's all bullshit. Your work will start to show you are going down and down and down. Okay, because understand this, if I'm giving more than the percentage of hours my company is paying, I'm not doing a great job. I am becoming a slave of my work. Okay, so it is not that you are not happy here and you can divert it there. So communicate with each other a lot. Communication from here. And please, when my better half is communicating from here, understand from here, don't just listen and come to conclusions. Okay. So okay, there is some people who've written something, no, I think so. Chat. Oh, okay. Okay. So my question is, break in marriage acceptable to figure out things? Okay. What do you recommend doing for couple therapy? What are the signs? Okay. Okay. So break up in marriage. Okay. So it's a very deep thing, but okay, I'll tell you what happens is now when couples are coming, they're coming with multiple relationships. Okay. So it's not just about marriage. Before marriage, also people have relationships. Okay. So it is very normal because uh, relationships come as what, as karmic lessons. So a lot of times souls are coming to understand 2 3 4 5 karmic lessons in one lifetime. Okay, so it's not at all bad thing, or it's a taboo thing or anything like that. Okay, so people try, live together, try, it doesn't work, no problem, move on. Okay, but should be moving on for the right reasons, not that okay, this is not working, okay, forget it. It's not like that. If you are not addressing the real issues, it will keep on repeating until you learn the lesson. Okay, that is very important. And that is not just about marriage, I'm talking about anything in your life. It comes repeatedly. Okay, if it is coming repeatedly, then it's a karmic thing. Then you need to sort that issue out. Okay. And this was Meena. This was okay. Shweta Narendra, when do you recommend going for a couple therapy? What are the signs? Okay, when you are, see, simple sign for couple therapy, when you both are sitting together and feeling lonely at the same time. Okay, when you are, like, I've seen a lot of couples go out here, especially in Spain. There's a thing of going for coffee. So the couples still go for coffee, but both of them are with their mobiles. Both of them are with their mobiles. Okay, it's only they keep the phone only when they have to take a sip of the coffee or when they pay the bill. That's about it. So if you are in a relationship where you are feeling lonely, still feeling lonely, and that goes for both of you, not just for the woman or for the man, that goes for the both of you are feeling lonely, then there's something need to be rectified. Your communications have to start opening. Okay, your communication lines have to start opening. There is something, see, it's like It's like I spent millions of dollars buying a Ferrari, okay, but I don't know how to take it to full throttle. So it's like that you are in a marriage where you will see, he doesn't bother me, she doesn't bother me, it's okay, but you're not enjoying togetherness. You're feeling lonely and sad at the same time. There is always something where, uh, what do you call, the biggest equation is, I am feeling lonely, she's feeling lonely, I can see that we are doing our own things, we do not feel togetherness, and there is no growth happening around us. Growth, neither financially nor asset wise, uh, nor emotionally, there is no growth happening around us. Because what are you going to give to your children? Okay, tomorrow you are, maybe for example, tomorrow you are just a newly wed husband and wife. Tomorrow what are you going to offer your children? Nothing. There will nothing, there will be emptiness only. Okay, what most of the parents do right now is, because there it happened, one boy was like, mother came, say, boy is very quiet, no, doesn't talk to us. I said, what is his routine? Every time, every day he finishes school at 5 o'clock, then he goes to this class, that class, comes home, drinks milk and sleeps. So how will he connect to the parents? Because the parents also don't know anything about connection. There was an arranged marriage, they married, the husband is businessman, he goes in the morning 10 o'clock, comes in the night 10 o'clock. They don't have communication. Okay, so it's just a marriage for everybody to know that we are married, but nothing is happening. Okay, and what are they giving? They're exchanging sadness for each other, and they are bringing in sadness. Why do you think? You go to the Google, check out the statistics of how many under 14 or children are in therapy nowadays? Most of them. Why? Because we do not understand what we brought. Why? Because we don't understand each other in the first place. When we don't understand each other, the two makers of 7 generations, when the child will happen, it will be like, shit man, what did we bring? And it has come, it is, you'll start looking for the receipt. How do I return it back? Where is the guarantee card? I don't understand this baby. Okay, and that is happens in marriage also. Shit, I brought this here. Before marriage she was fun and everything, and now I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. No, nothing happened. So it's sort of communication. You just have to understand each other, be on the same platform, be in the same team. Okay, be in the same team, be open to see. It is getting very complicated because I was never taught about what happens in the marriage. Why suddenly I'll come home and my wife is like, shit, I don't want to talk to you, and nothing happened and nothing happened. Nowadays, still on Instagram, people show, okay, this is how the women behave and this is how the men behave. Okay, but otherwise in my day there were no Instagram. So how do I figure it out? How do I get there? Okay, so the key is communication. In those days, I used to see my father taking my mother for long walks. I don't know what they used to talk about, but then they used to come home, everything used to be all right. Okay, so things like that. Nowadays, we don't have time. So we need to devise a strategy or how to work it. It's a complicated situation, but everything can be sorted out. It's not a big deal. Okay, and use and love, talk to people. I mean, find somebody. There's a lot of coaches, good coaches out there. Get in touch with them, understand what is happening, sort it out. Okay, because it's not just okay on work. I'm not doing something good, so I need a coach. In real life also, in today's life also, it's so complicated. I need somebody to help me sort out a lot of issues. Okay, because job will give me something today, but my own marriage is the seed money, seed capital, and the startup for my 7 generations. And if I don't want them, if I want them to be better than what I am, then I must work on myself first. I must work on myself first. Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for sitting till so late. Okay. It's really late now. Take care. God bless. And those who have my WhatsApp number, if there is anything else you would like to know or whatever, please feel free to send me a message. Okay. Take care, everyone. God bless. Bye bye.
Thank you.
sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.
Hi.
Yeah.
Sir, just one thing. You're talking about like so that first, thank you for a good session. Thank you for everything that you said. You're also talking about something about a financial session. Uh, like someone you
Sorry.
is that some, you also said somebody who does like a financial session for couples.
Yeah. So I do couple sessions. So in that only I told them a trick how to
Okay.
break this barrier of receiving and giving to each other.
Yes. You said here, but I thought like there was also a session just for finances.
Like to talk about money and like what the couple.
I have not done anything like that, but yes, I can do. But if in case you want, then you can get in touch with me. We can do one for you guys also.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so we can do
Vinny, I
that.
think he's asking about Manisha's money. Manisha has that session, no?
Money
Um,
Reiki, money
I think
thing.
that's what he's
Okay.
asking about. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You mentioned about somebody else. Yeah, Manisha.
Okay,
Correct.
Manisha. Okay, yeah. So she does numerology and to help you with finances, and she does also uh, money Reiki and how to create money for your life. No, so she does that. She's my wife. She's also a therapist. Okay,
I
so
see.
she does that. She does that. So if you want, you can get in touch with me later on or whatever. I can share her number with you.
Okay, sounds
Okay.
good. Thank you.
Okay. Take care.
Thank
God
you.
bless.
Bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye everyone.